Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Breakfast with the Deacons show. And let me just tell all you something. Today is our real Breakfast with the Deacons because I have two deacons joining me here on the Breakfast Morning Show. You know, Trinity TV, we'll be celebrating 1 year coming up soon. So therefore, all those people, we're letting you all know now. Uncle Derek is letting you all know now that Breakfast with the Deacons show on Trinity TV, we'll be celebrating, Trinity TV on the whole, will be celebrating 1 year of 24/7 programming. So guess what? We're inviting all those who look at Trinity TV. You're invited to come and be part of the live audience. Yes, to be part of the live audience right here in studio at Living Water Community, 109 Frederick Street. So I want you to listen out for over the next couple of days because you all are going to have to phone in because we have so many people watching. I mean, thousands. Because this is the #1 station, you know, the #1 flow station. And listen, that is real in terms of their certain time slots during Holy Mass where more people look at Trinity TV than any other program on cable TV. And of course, Breakfast with the Deacons, you know, we're just right there. So we want you all to phone in, make your appointments, and tell us, yes, you want to be on the show, and you're going to be part of the live audience. And we have some surprises for you when you come on live audience. Listen, this is better than Oprah. This is better than, you know, all those kind of crazy talk shows. This is the #1 station, Trinity TV. So call in. Text Uncle Derek 680-1043 or call in 624-34677. That's Living Water Community if you want to be part of the live audience during our anniversary. When is the anniversary? I'll let you all know, so stay tuned. This morning, you know, we always start with a quote from Pope Francis. And I really love this quote from Papa Francis this morning. He says, although the life of a person is in a land full of thorns and weeds, there is always a space in which the good seed can grow. You just have to trust God. And so many times our lives are full of thorns and weeds, you know, and really and truly we can't see how to get out of all these thorns and weeds. Jesus is just telling us, trust in God. Papa Francis is echoing that. Trust in God. So this morning, I have my two buddies on with me. Listen, we have a rose between two thorns. You know what I mean? We used to call ourselves Men in Black, but this man come in white this morning. Sayo! Welcome to Breakfast with the Deacons.
Thanks.
It's good to have you. Hey, Deacon Harold. Let me tell you something. You see these people here? They don't miss Breakfast with the Deacons, you know. But I told them, I say, it's about time will you come on the show. But they've been on the show a couple times. But I mean, we want them here more permanently. We talk about Breakfast with the Deacons, and sometimes I feel like the cheese that stands alone. Guys, welcome. We're going to rock this morning.
Right.
It's good to have you all on.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, a little sharing about what's happening in your parish, what was going on. You are all the way down the road. You know, you are pioneering something called Theology of the Body for Teens.
Yes.
And we see that, you know, it's getting some momentum. We are running our second Theology of the Body for Teens. It's coming up very soon. You know what I mean? And Sayo, what's happening down by you all, boy? You're Shaguanas or Tortuga? Tortuga? I can't pronounce Tortuga. Where is Tortuga? For people who live south, the people who live west of the lighthouse, where's Tortuga?
Tortuga, you're going to south.
Right.
You reach Point up here.
Right.
You turn off. And you can continue going straight up. Or...
No, well, hold on. Straight up meaning east, straight up meaning west. What is it?
East.
You're going east, right.
Or if you come to Claxon Bay by the dump.
Claxon.
Some people remember a few years ago they had a smoking dump across there.
Yes.
And you turn going east in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll come to one of the most scenic areas in Trinidad and
What, the
Tobago.
dump?
Not the dump.
Not the dump.
Not the dump.
Just checking him. You know, he giving us some landmarks there, and I tell him where's Tortuga. He tell me by the dump.
After you leave the dump, 15 minutes after you leave the dump,
Right.
you're going to get to Tortuga. There is situated one of the most beautiful churches. In fact, it's been claimed as a historic site.
Right.
It has stained glass windows that are artifacts
Wow.
They recently have been restored by the Shrine Committee with people coming in from France to do an expert job on these. And people who have come to that, they're more or less trying to establish a missionary sort of place where you can come and relax, enjoy the scene, have a prayer. Montserrat is the hills there.
Right.
It's famous for its cocoa.
Right.
All right, original. So there are many things. In fact, on September the 7th, there will be the annual Family Day, and we expect a bumper crowd. Last year it was tremendous. In fact, in his opening statement, Father Hall, who is the parish priest, said that he had invited the parish and he had asked people to come. But he didn't expect the whole archdiocese.
What do you think attracted them down there, boy?
Well,
Not the dump.
no. In fact, there's something about country
Yes.
that is attractive.
Right.
You come there and you see when people appreciate you for yourself,
Yeah.
when there's nothing about money,
Yeah.
intelligence,
Yeah.
you're a person. And therefore, when you come there, you have that kind of feeling that, hey, like I'm home.
Right. Right.
And therefore, after a brilliant mass, and all the camaraderie and the fellowship and you got to get there early to get a seat,
Really.
and you got to get there early to get a park.
Hold on. And y'all having a family day on the same day and so on?
Well, that all encompassing
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the mass family day.
Wow.
Walk, we process through the streets, we witness in the whole community.
Fantastic.
And there's no division in that, oh, look at those Catholics or the Catholics. It's always one family.
There are no UNC
that
and
you're-
PNM
No,
down there.
no black, no white, no tall, no short.
I just want to know one thing. Only have sweet bread down there.
Lots of sweet bread.
I come in.
I could put you on.
You could put
I
me
could
on.
put you on to the people who make the sweet bread,
Ay,
and
ay,
I could get a special sweet bread.
You
for
can get
you.
special. I come in, Sayo. Once they say they have sweet bread, you're
They
part
have
of there.
sweet bread. They have sweet.
Nice.
But the thing about it is sell out.
It's a lot.
So once you tell me, sell out early. Once you tell me that,
But they have a lot of food.
yeah, they have a lot of food. No wild meat though, because you know there's an embargo.
Don't see that. Archbishop Joe Harris, there is no wild meat dog in Tortua. You know, he like his wild meat too bad. He like to cook it. He like to eat it when he come up by us, you know, in Petit Valley. No, not because they have a ban right now, but you don't get it right now. Wink, wink, right? You don't get it right now, but you know, when he comes up in Petit Valley, the boys of the hills organize my boy.
Yeah.
You know, he gets a little container with little wild
The
meat
news
and thing,
goes
you know,
before him.
Yeah, long time. So it's going to be big. It's going to be in September.
The 7th, the
September
first
the 7th.
Sunday
First Sunday.
of September.
Great.
Tremendous. We guarantee a great time.
Anybody watching on the Breakfast with the Deacon show, we want you all down in Tortuga.
Tortuga.
Our Lady of
Montserrat
Montserrat.
Hills, Our Lady of Montserrat Parish.
Yeah.
And on the 7th, we have Mass at 10.
Yeah.
And everything flows after that. Afterwards, you have Parang, you have Steel Band, you have the works.
Parang in September.
In September,
Yeah.
you have one of the,
September, October, November. This is a good boy.
yeah, Parang start already.
flying
This
boy.
is September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to start announcing the Catholic Carnival band coming out. You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Deuteronomy, boy. And listen, this year is going to be, next year, 2015, it's going to be the best year for the Catholic Carnival band, the Word and Associates. So listen, buy your t-shirts early. I'm just letting you all know, and we want to get everybody on board next year. That's a quick plug.
A word from our sponsor.
A word from the sponsors, you know what I mean?
Well, apart from that, we also immediate on Sunday, we have the PPL in Tortuga Parish.
Wait, hold on. I know about the PPP, I know about the PNM, I know, what is the PPL?
Just like the CPL, the IPL, this is cricket. Parish Premier League.
What?
Sunday is Independence Day, 31st.
Yeah.
And we have decided that we'll have one mass in the parish.
Yeah.
In Tortua again,
Yeah.
and we all gather, and after the mass, the festivities begin. each community, and we have 7, they're supposed to have a cricket team
Yeah.
comprising of so many elderly men, so many younger, so many girls, so many ladies, and we're going to have a day of fun right through. And Monday being the holiday, it means you could pull a
line.
muscle tour.
You could line.
Yeah, you could. You have time. You have time. You have time on this Sunday.
Yeah.
Because you get sleep on Monday.
All right, okay. You know you're talking about that yesterday, boy. Dinesh Ramdin and Young Bravo.
Excellent,
You know they
excellent.
put on a world record for the 2nd wicket. The world record, you know, not just a Trinidad record, you know.
But
Not
if-
just a West Indies record, you know.
If you read
a
all,
world record.
if you read,
Second
if
wicket
you read,
stand.
if you read the records that were broken, Ramdin as a wicketkeeper
Yes.
scored the most runs. Then after he tied Brian Lara's record
Yeah.
for the highest score. And a whole series of records were broken yesterday against Bangladesh.
In Bangladesh,
That
I mean,
match,
you know, when you get Boboli, it's to beat them, you know.
339 runs. You know.
Listen, man, that was, the boy was smoking. I think he got out with just about 3 balls to
Yeah.
go or something like that. But you're talking about unbelievable because he brought himself, you know, Big Bravo, which is the captain of the side, dropped him earlier, you know, to bat. So he came in after 2 down. You know what I mean? And I mean,
he's a
they
good batsman.
lit up,
Yeah.
they lit up the stadium there.
Yeah.
I mean, the man was beating them at will. You know what I mean? When you get somebody to
Knocked
beat,
in.
you knocks in. I mean, you
Well,
can't do nothing wrong.
Actually, the commentators, they were saying at the end of the match that it wasn't being taken too seriously because West Indies were so much on top. They won by 99 runs.
Yeah,
And they felt that they could have been a little more clinical at the end.
Yeah.
But not because you're beating somebody bad, you must show off on them.
No, Sayo. It was like, now, for you Brazilian fans outside there, this is, I don't want to just rub salt in the wound, but it was like, you know, Germany playing against Brazil in the World Cup. You know what I mean? After halftime, the boys went in the dressing room and said, listen, we can't beat them so bad. You know what I mean? How we go look? How we go look? You're coming to the people country, and it's only sheer, I was going to use a different word, but curtail. Do you understand? So we go slow down.
Well, you see, the shoe might be on the other foot next time, so you have to make allowances.
Yeah, that we got lost.
Think about the other. That's Christianity. Thinking about the other person.
Don't beat them too bad.
That is love. That is love. That
Well,
is love.
We gave them a loving cocktail yesterday. You know what I mean? That was a loving. You know, the first time we gave somebody a whitewash. I mean, sorry, a black wash in a long time. Listen, let's celebrate. Come, let's raise your cups there, man, for the West Indies. You know? Yes, boys, well done. Well done to the West Indies. Dinesh, Bravo, and the boys. You know, and then this boy, you know, Narayan, you know, he bamboozles people. You ever watch them? Standing up to bat? You know, almost like they're afraid to get out of the crease. I don't know where this ball is going to turn, whether it's to the right or to the left. But they've been watching him now for years and they still can't read him.
And he has been, he himself is perplexed.
Yeah.
He said, but
Why?
how come they can't read me as yet?
Yeah, but that's what you call humility. You know what I mean? How come they can't read me? I mean, I ain't doing anything special. You know what I mean? But he must be doing something special.
Anyhow,
But just to let you all guys know that the Trinidad and Tobago team will be on Breakfast with the Deacons shortly. Yeah? So I'm just letting you all know. So please try and make yourselves available.
all right, okay.
Yeah, you know, the Trinidad and Tobago side will be on the Breakfast with the Deacon show.
Excellent.
Listen, that is going to be a morning that you don't want to miss. You know, we're going to have the manager here. We're going to have, you name it. You're going to have Mr. Samuel Badri, the #1 2020 bowler in the world. You know, he's the #1.
Yeah.
Even though Narayan is #2, you know. So the West Indies has 2 #1 and #2 bowlers in the world for T20. Did you know that, Deacon Harold?
Yeah.
You do that.
Yeah.
But he is from Point of Pierre.
But you see,
You know what I mean?
you calling some names there, I don't want to boast.
Yeah.
When you start talking about Ramdin, Ravi Rampal,
Don't tell me you're taught that.
all of them from
Oh,
competition.
you know, I don't like inviting this man on the show at all. You know. Every time I invite, we got to talk about presentation, the boys he taught. Just give me hold on. Name some of them cricketers that passed through you. Just for so.
You want to start?
Yeah, let me go.
Ranjin Anand.
Oh, God.
I'm going way back. Your Coffee.
Yeah.
Richard Kelly. in the present cup,
Yeah.
you have Ravi Rampal, Dinesh Ramdin. You also have Adrian Barrett. He came to school here.
What?
If you, at some point in time, you have any among like 6 fellas from presentation showrunners on the team.
6 men from present.
I'm telling you.
Let's go to you, Deacon Harold. I mean, what can you tell us about my... You know, we had a talk this morning. He's stealing the show this morning. Harry, what's happening down with Point Up here, boy? I know you're doing some fantastic work down there, theology of the body for teens, which is so important. You know, we're hoping that the Archdiocese would look at it as being something that is...
Pivotal.
I want to use that nice word, pivotal, you know, especially as far as confirmation and youth are concerned. Tell us what's been happening, man.
What we see that program doing is letting young people know that they are supposed to be a gift.
Amen.
All right? So, a gift first to their family, then gift to the community. Then, as they grow older, a specialized gift to whoever is going to be their spouse, or a gift to the church in consecrated life, consecrated single life, as a priest or as a religious. And once people start thinking of themselves as gift, how they interact with other people is going to change. Right? And the incidence of violent interchanges or violent clashes is going to reduce, because if the focus is that I am gift to you, I have to behave in a different way than at the adversarial way, where people look at themselves and what can I get out of this? And the whole picture, it helps to clarify how we deal with the Lord. And one of the people in the seminary right now said that the theology of the body program helped him significantly in clarifying his vocation.
The theology of the body program has him clarify his position as a...
Well, he's now in the seminary. So his vocation and that calling to the priesthood was a main stepping stone in his going forward there.
Have you met Father Kramer?
Yes.
Do you know it is because of the theology of the body?
He is now a priest.
He's now a priest?
And he's a priest in the Catholic Church.
Catholic Church, when he was a priest, and he and his wife were priests in the Anglican faith?
Yes.
You know, I'm doing some marriage preparation work with people in my parish. And do you know that there are some parishes, dioceses, that make theology of the body part of the marriage preparation course? I was blown away. I did not know that they said, yes, marriage preparation has to be, in the marriage preparation course, theology of the body must be one of the main component parts of marriage preparation. That blew my socks off, because now, you know, in terms of going through this with the couples, you know, I'm doing theology of the body with them.
We bring that in our marriage preparation talk, because we also are involved in marriage preparation. But what we are finding is that waiting until a couple's preparing for marriage is kind of a little late, because you have couples who their minds are in a different place, you see. There are so many things that are coming up associated with the marriage. We have to see about our suit, we have to see about our wedding dress, we have to see about booking the place, is the DJ in place, is the video in place. And you could see that there are some of the participants who are not fully there all the time.
Harry, do you know what we tell our participants? do not book the marriage. Do not plan the wedding day until you're finished with the marriage preparation course. You're putting the cart before the horse. Because what happens is, after they go through the marriage preparation, some of them say, I think that I'm supposed to be getting married.
I think-
You know, we have a man in the
Richard Jones.
cemetery.
Richard
Father Richie,
Jones.
you heard him?
Yeah.
Listen, this boy watches Breakfast with the
Yes.
Deacons all the time.
Yeah,
Richie said,
Richard,
hear this.
On the weekend, he said, darling,
Yes,
and it is because of love.
yes.
I love you enough to let you go.
Amen.
So that when you
That is man.
when you tie down somebody in marriage,
Right.
it means that is supposed to last for your lifetime. Now, if at some point in time you see that this is not really where you should be going,
Yeah.
you should be, well, to use a cliche, man enough
Yeah.
or woman enough to say, well, look, darling, I love you to such an extent
Yeah.
that I will allow you to go. If it is in God's plans that we meet again, so be it. But at this point in time, what is best for you, not for me, for you, is your freedom. And that takes a lot of spine. That takes a lot of love. That takes a lot of God's grace to enable you to set the other person free. They say, if you have a
always
bird,
talk about that. That takes a lot of cojones.
well, I didn't want to go there.
You can go
But
there.
if you have a bird in
Yeah.
their hand
Yeah.
and you let it go,
Yeah.
if it comes back,
Yeah.
but don't squeeze it because you might kill it.
Yeah.
We have had religious doing the theology of the body,
Right.
and shared that kind of experience with they were in relationship, and when they
No, hold on. You gotta give me this thing right.
Yeah.
Religious in relationships.
before
yeah.
Be-
Said it
be-
right.
right.
You don't worry there.
before making their professional vows.
Right, okay,
Right?
okay.
While still thinking about, do I go that way?
Right,
Or
right.
do I go this way?
Clarifying it now.
And they eventually say, I don't want to split my affections.
Right.
And I think that God comes first.
Yeah.
So in order to be fair to you, go your way.
And God should come
Yes,
first.
yes.
And God should come first.
And so that really, I think that the theology of the body or learnings needs to get into around 14, 15, where people start to think about dating, where people start to think about how they interact with the other sex. When they're really looking at how they go, right? Why am I here? Why did God give me these kind of feelings? And it really clarifies for them how to go forward. We had, and the importance of married couples being part of that team, the presenting team, came out in very sharp focus in our last Theology of the Body seminar, where we asked some of the groups to act out a bad marriage and a good marriage.
How they did that?
The bad marriage, we had to restrain some people from breaking up furniture and things.
What? You
Right?
serious?
Well, the reality
Yeah,
of the
right.
situation.
No, but that's really no.
And they were very familiar with that. But they could not
Yeah.
they could not act out a good marriage because they had no
No example.
examples. And at the end of the session, they said that they see couples living out what the talk is.
Yeah.
And they now have an idea that marriage is believable. And that really struck me deeply. Because there are less and less young people who are in being nurtured in where husband and wife working together
Right.
to improve their relationship and form that kind of stable. stable cradle for the development of these new young people. So that when they can't see that, however they treat other people is just what they see.
Oh, gosh. that is why, you know, in terms of this, the whole synod theme, regenerating moral and spiritual values, we felt as a parish, listen, that is critical. Theology of the body is critical in terms of being a way to regenerate moral and spiritual values. So therefore we've said here this, we've got to do it, we are going to do it, and if we can get program to roll over after program with our confirmation students and youth on the whole, we have to do it. But I getting a signal there that we're running out of time already.
But if
half
one
an hour
final
gone.
thing, one
See it.
final thing.
Tell them.
We have on the end of September 26, 27, 28, a men's retreat at Mount St. Benedict. This is to reinforce the values that Harold would have been speaking about. And it says, do not be afraid.
Do not be
Do not be afraid. The presenter is Father Branca John from Dominica. He was a Calypso king. So he know what's going on outside there. And he's coming to tell us, do not be afraid.
Amen.
God is in charge. So even though we will do all that we can in order to bring about the stable families and situations in the church and the PPL, the Parish Premier League on Sunday, we're going to have him coming on the end of September to do a weekend retreat for men. So get on board.
Get on board.
Get on
And
board.
Breakfast with the Deacon show, Harry, you have 1 second.
All right, we are putting on Healing of Families on the six Fridays, starting from the first Friday in September. And that goes to 10th of October.
Breakfast with the Deacons, you got it. Right here, the #1 breakfast show on the #1 TV show. And remember, we have our anniversary coming up. See you all there. Call in. Nice to have you.